Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do.
Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Janscrazylife, so we are doing December day 24. Okay, so here is this bulky book, right? And so here's my plan. My plan is I took this piece of paper and it had this, let me zoom. It had this at the top and then this kind of at the bottom, right? So it has this pretty snowflake, but up here it's a special delivery from post office. So that's going to be my layout, okay? And my plan, let me show you this, guys, and then, all right, so here's my sentiment. I have a funny story to tell y'all. So my sentiment says, today was a crazy busy day. We made conchas for dinner. So conchas in Spanish it means like seashells, but it's a Spanish dish that I was taught by my grandmother. It's been our family a long time. Anyway, I didn't have seashells, the little shells, so I used macaroni. Anyway, for dinner, didn't have shells, but made it work. I made homemade cookies for Santa and reindeer food. Rob didn't know the food was supposed to go in the grass, not the bushes. So I'm making cookies, cooking dinner, and here are the cookies. And I tell my husband, and we made reindeer food, and I tell my husband to take the kids outside and go, you know, sprinkle the food. So he comes back in and I go, did you take pictures? And he goes, of them putting it on the bush? And I'm like, you put it on the bush? And he's like, yeah, I just stuck the bag on the bush. And I was like, well, Rob, you were supposed to sprinkle it in the grass. And he's like, oh, okay. Want to know? So he comes back and then he ends up taking them out there to sprinkle. And it's like oats and glitter that you can actually eat. And then that's them sprinkling. That's them with the bush. So I love that picture with the other one. All right. So here is dinner. Don't judge me. It's on a paper plate, but I wanted to not have to wash dishes all night. And then here is my date. All right, zoom out. So my plan is I'm going to ink all this up. And I have, like, my throat is kind of bothering me. I think I'm getting sick. I don't know. And I'm going to ink all this up with black ink and make it kind of look distressed. But my plan is, this is my plan. My plan is to put 'Twas the Night Before Christmas here. This here with my sentiment on it. And then I'm going to cut down this card because I love this card, right? It's super glittery. I'm going to take the dimensional and glue it down. And I'm going to cut this down to where it fits right here. And then put all my pictures inside of it. So let's start with taking the dimensional off and gluing this flat because the book is bulky enough we don't need any more bulk. And I could leave it just like this, but this is the glittery one. So I'm going to glue back down the glittery. One to Santa's card. Merry Christmas. I hope everyone had an amazing holiday and that you did whatever you wanted to do regardless of what it was. And alright, so I am just going to glue this right where it goes. Hold that for a minute. So now it's not raised, it's flat, right? So let's start with, we should probably cut this. Let me do my fancy marking. Alright, so we need to cut about a quarter to a quarter of an inch off. Where's my paper trimmer? And then perfect. That way the card fits right where I want it to, and that's my plan. So let's start edging this up. I'm just using oxide ink because that's the only thing I use anymore, and I'm using the black one. Alright, edge up. So I'm just going to edge up everything to kind of That's to me what's going to tie it all in. And I'm kind of bringing it in a little bit, so that the black stuff kind of goes with it. And then on the inside of that card, I'm going to use the oxide ink. And I know I said I'm going to do the show and tell video. I'm going to try to get that out. I have so much going on right now. Like, I'm behind on stuff, but it's just the holidays and a million things. And I'm going to try to get all that done because I'm going out of town next week. So my December daily, I plan on going to the 31st, but I think they might be, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Alright, so that is, so let's do, hi, good morning. He woke up from his nap. You wake up? Okay, shh. Go find Daddy. He woke up from his nap. Alright, so I'm going to just darken up. Okay, go find him. Thank you. I'm just making this kind of look darker instead of the green. And kind of blend it a little better. Alright. And my fingerprints. I gotta get a baby wipe and clean my hands after this from my fingerprints being on there. Let me do that now. Alright. So now I'm going to edge this up, and I just want to make sure I didn't get black in places that I don't want the black. Alright, edging this up, edging all of this. So the reindeer food is kind of a new thing. We always put just put carrots out for them, but apparently there's like a mix now you have to make that my kids seen. So we were doing the mix. It was interesting. So today I don't really eat pork, not because of like, you know, pork doesn't settle well with my stomach. I've learned. So on the holidays, I'm not a big, I like turkey sandwiches, but I don't really care for turkey. I don't like ham sandwiches, but I prefer ham. So we went to, and got a sugar baked ham from Honey Baked Hams. And that's what we're eating. And okay, I think we have everything edged up. All this doesn't need to be edged up because it's already the right color. Alright, so this is going to be here and here, and so this is going to go here. That's my plan. Alright, so let's get this. I'm going to glue everything down to the pages and then lay that in the spot. So let's start here with our sentiment. And we're just going to glue this down. You know what I didn't think about is, like, since I'm going to do December daily to the end of the year, I have a lot of Christmas stuff, right? Well, Christmas is kind of over, so I need to, like, go through my stash and find some winter stuff. Right? I don't know. Y'all might just see Santa live on until... I mean, Christmas trees, like, I think are fine because we don't, you know, for us, our tree doesn't come down till after the 1st of the year. Really, when my husband wants to. No, I'm just playing. Alright, so let's go ahead and lay down ours. Well, no, let's do... This is going... here, And the funny thing is I'm hungry. So can y'all believe we have a ham, and then we're green beans and stuffing and mashed potatoes, and that's what we're having. But I went to the store. I'm like, when I make green beans, like I make green beans like, and with bacon, and if we're gonna do it up on pork, we're gonna do it. So bacon and like fresh green beans, and they're cooked kind of low and slow. But I went to the store. They had no green beans, fresh or frozen. I was like, but I did wait till like the last minute or so. But I know for Thanksgiving, we go to my cousin's house, and she always makes green bean casserole, which is really good, and I really enjoy it. But my husband and my kids really like the way that I make it, so he asked specifically for that. Alright, so that's there. Now let's see how we're gonna lay these pictures out. So there could be a little overlap because we have 3 pictures. This one is the one that we can overlap on. So we'll put this one down first, and then the cookies will be our overlap on this side. Alright, so let's do, but I wanted to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to like be creative. I said something in comment. I don't know if next year I might do prompts. Like when people do December Daily, there's like a list of prompts that tell them like what to kind of do a theme around. I don't know. I mean, this year I kind of wanted to, since this was my first year recording it, I kind of just wanted to go wherever it took me or whatever I felt worked with my plan. So I don't know, I might do. So let's start with, on this side we're going to start with where he was putting it in the grass, the bush. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I hope that some of y'all join me next year in doing December Daily. I think it's interesting. My book is super bulky, but in the end I have this beautiful like table coffee piece that can sit somewhere and have memories of like what happened the year before. And so I think that is cool. And I think it'll be cool when my boys, I think, like, I don't know. I think my daughter will probably inquire all these books and stuff when she gets older. Maybe, who knows? I might get an amazing daughter-in-law that I love and cherish, and my daughter might be like, hey, that's not my thing. So who knows? Who knows? Alright, so that is pretty much done, and let's stick this in the book. Alright, so, oh, I could flip it that way. Do we want to? I don't think so. I think it's going this way. Alright, let's glue this page down first, because this only has this little bitty thing that's going to hold this page. Just to make sure we get the edges really good. Alright. Let's center this really good. Well. Alright, make sure nothing is stopping us from doing it tomorrow. Alright, and then this side, I'm just making sure to get that down, and then this side is going to go on here, and let's put the glue on here. So I think the funny thing is I really had no clue what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to use this card, but I wasn't sure how. I thought I was just going to use the front, and then as I I wanted to use this. This was going to be used. 'Twas the night before Christmas. I mean, like, come on. which we had to use that. So I had been saving that for, so that's where I kind of wanted to edge up the edges to make the black come in. But that is my December daily for December 24th. Merry Christmas to all you guys. I hope that you had again, happy Monday and you had an amazing day. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Subscribe if you haven't already, because the best is yet to come. Bye, guys.